Hi, Pamela Zeman here, and today I'd like to talk about the relationship between food and mood. It does have a huge impact. It's not everything, there are a lot of other factors, but food is something that we can control. And most people are eating the standard American diet, the SAD diet, which just doesn't give us the amount of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that we need to maintain a healthy mental outlook on life. So if you're like most people on the planet these days, you might be feeling stressed or tired, depressed, anxious, confused about some things. And the good news is, here are some tips for the kind of food that you want to eat to alleviate that. These are just a couple tips of many. But if you're feeling stressed, you want to have more high fiber grains. You want adaptogens like rhodiola root or cordyceps mushrooms. If you're tired or depressed, you want the green leafy vegetables, oranges, nuts, sprouts. And there's a reason we grab the Red Bull. It gives us a quick energy high, but the overall ramifications of that are really quite dangerous. And we have to ask ourselves, why are we tired? And if you're craving salt, you might need iron, or you might just have adrenal fatigue. Some good things for this are spirulina, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, cooked spinach, and lentils. And also, with the mood, you want to ask yourself, am I aware that this is not good for me, and am I still consuming it? And if that's the case, then that's a sure sign that you're addicted to food. A lot of times people can become addicted to meat and dairy specifically, and that also relates to cognitive dissonance. This feeling of conflicts between what you value and what you're doing. And the way I see that is, most people are so compassionate. They see a deer in the road, they quickly move to get out of the way. They don't want to hurt the deer. They see a bird somewhere hurt, struggling, they immediately go for it and try to help the thing out. And if we're eating and consuming animal products, there's something about it that makes us not want to see what's on our plate. We don't really want to be aware of that because it's conflicting with our values of care and compassion. These animals have horrific lives. They're living lives in torture chambers basically their entire lives. Then they go to slaughter with a lot of violence and fear, and all that energy goes into the food, and then we ingest that food and we wonder why our planet is the way it is. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing is to keep in mind all of the hands that have touched your food along the way. If it is some big ag where people don't really care about you, they're producing that in a certain way. And then the people who transport that food, just think about it. Those people transporting on the road all day long, they're away from their families, and they're probably very lonely transporting that food. Who knows? And then if you buy it from a big chain grocery store, a lot of those people are underpaid and undervalued, and that energy all goes into that food. The checker at the checkout line, I mean, do they kind of toss your food and just wait for you to pay? Or do they lovingly give you the food? It makes a huge difference. Fast food places, I don't even have to tell you about that. I mean, most of those guys just can't wait to get out of there, and all of that energy goes into the food. So this video is on food and mood. It goes very deep, and we do have the power to change things. Think about where you're buying your food. Think about what's gone into that food. Think about, are you just going for a quick fix to get over that stress or anxiety or fatigue? Or are you nourishing yourself? Are you taking the time to really put into your body something that will help you to sustain that mental clarity and the mental well-being that we're all striving for on this planet? So until next time, take care and be well.